My name is Berber Kramer. I'm a Senior Research Fellow in the Markets, Trade and Institutions Unit, but I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya, outposted. I started with IFPRI in 2013, so that's been a long time. I've been in Nairobi since 2021. I love how IFPRI is just very applied in the work that it does, very demand-driven. We really look at sort of real-world problems and think of, okay, what are solutions for that? And talk with potential stakeholders, what the solutions could be, and then test those solutions and share that with our stakeholders. And the evidence then can be used in decision making. So it's very applied, and our work can have a really big impact if we do our research in the right way. So that's what I really love about working with IFPRI. So I was in Berkeley during my PhD, doing a semester there, and we had a roundtable with Esther Duflo. And what really stuck with me from that roundtable is she said, do research that excites you, do research that is important, and don't feel constrained by the data that you have or the project you're working on. What comes first is asking the right questions, asking the important questions. And so that's what I try and follow in my research now. Yes, my favorite hobby is something that some people here might know about. I do triathlon, so swimming, biking and running. You can do triathlon in different forms. There's shorter versions of it where it's more about speed over shorter distances. There's also the longer endurance events, with the ones that I'm focusing on being called Ironman, whereby you swim 3.8 kilometers and then you bike 180 kilometers. And you run 42.2 kilometers, so a marathon. And I recently did that at the Ironman World Championship in Nice, France. And yeah, I finished it in 10 hours and 40 minutes and change, I believe. And that was good enough for, in my age category, fourth in the world. So that's actually really cool about working with IFPRI, that I'm able to balance this sort of elite sport with a research career. When I got the offer, I think that was early 2013, what really appealed to me in IFPRI was that it felt like a new home for me. Just because the research that was being done was exactly the type of research that I would want to do. Relevant, important research, not ivory tower type thinking, not getting lost in sort of the academic debate so much. I mean, no offense to academics, but just the applied nature of it, that really appealed to me. And also that there's a critical mass of people working on the same types of topics as somebody coming out of a PhD program. I thought I can learn so much from the people that are here at IFPRI. So that's what initially drew me in. And I think what keeps me really motivated and what I still love to date about the work here is how applied it is. And I really see that now that I'm based in Nairobi. It's just a great experience, you know, living sort of closer to the region where we work. Kind of almost on a daily basis, I talk to people who are, you know, either directly involved in our research or who are using the research findings that we deliver with them. And even through the research process itself, by working with different partners, whether that's national agriculture research extension systems, private sector, people in government, other research organizations in Nairobi. We do a lot of work together, and I think through that process we just learn a lot from one another, both in terms of how to do the research, what questions to look into, but also what is important eventually for that research then to get used, which was something that I was missing a little bit when I was based in DC. And so I'm really glad that in 2020-21 I made that decision to move to Nairobi.